Australian Yoga Academy was born in 1999 when my husband Anthony came home from his job as a lawyer and I came home from my job working in corporate recruitment. And we looked at each other and essentially asked the question, is this what we want to be doing with our lives for the next 40 years? To which the answer was no. So we sold our house and we put everything we had into opening the first incarnation of Australian Yoga Academy, which was the Blue Angel Centre for Wellbeing in St Kilda. My passion, as it turned out, was teaching yoga. And so Blue Angel very quickly morphed into the Australian Yoga Academy. We knew we wanted to be in industry that helped people to raise their consciousness and transform their lives for the better. In 2005, we invited long-standing staff members Melanie McIntosh and Adele DeQuinzio to come on board as partners in the business. Melanie is extremely professional, dedicated, and her role has now morphed into Director of Education. So she oversees, which is a huge responsibility, 110 teacher trainees at any given time. Adele DeQuinzio is the reason that everything works behind the scenes. She manages all of the mind-body interface, which is the computer system that our business relies on. If there's any discrepancies with the accounts, Adele is the one who will find it. What the practice does, if we commit to it and if we understand it, is enable us to become conscious co-creators in our lives instead of passive tourists. The very essence of yoga practice is union. In fact, the word yoga means union. And so it's all about bringing together the mind, the body, and the spirit. We practice Ashtanga Yoga, meaning 8 limbs. The 8 limbs of yoga are Yama and Niyama, which are the moral precepts, how we treat ourselves and how we treat others. It's not a religion. Then we have Asana, which is what most of the world equate with yoga. That's the physical postures. Pranayama, which is breath control. Pratyahara, withdrawal and control of the senses, which is so important in a world that is bombarding our senses every second with so much information. After Pratyahara, there is Dharana, concentration. And after concentration, if we work very hard, comes meditation. And the final limb, although it's not a ladder per se, is something called samadhi. Yoga practice doesn't finish at samadhi. Samadhi simply means a shift in perception. So it's like a little aha moment where we realize something, shed a part of ourselves that perhaps no longer serves us. Yoga, by definition, is a state that we attain when our judgments dissolve and our hearts open. We provide classes to the general public and they're available to everyone from beginners, those with injuries, all the way to prenatal students, experienced students, to teachers, established teachers.
When we first started our teacher training program in 2005, we had just 12 students who joined us. Today we have 105 students with us in our foundation level teacher training program. And by the end of the year, we expect to graduate around 550 students. Really importantly, we have a community class that occurs on a weekly basis, and this means that our teacher trainees are supervised by a senior teacher. They receive immediate feedback on their teaching skills as well, and it means that they can continually improve over the 12 months that they're studying with us. Ours is a really long program. We have 40 units of study. It spans 350 hours and it's over a 12-month period. This is critical to the success of our students. It means that they have ample opportunity to implement and to really immerse themselves in their training. And it also means that they can apply what they learn to their own practice before they start working with students themselves.
My students inspire my passion because watching them evolve and grow and seeing them heal and develop, it's my favourite part of the job. Leadership in this industry has to mean walking your talk. It has to mean staying up to date with your practice, because you're only as good a teacher as you are a practitioner, and you can only take your students as far as you have been prepared to go yourself. I think it's an amazing achievement that at the end of this year we would have graduated over 550 yoga teachers. I'm most proud of our teachers, of the way that they take their job so seriously, of the way that they care for so compassionately the people that come into our shalas. The future for Australian Yoga Academy is pretty exciting. I suppose what I'm most excited about is the new online platform that we're developing to enable international students and students from other states to have access to our teacher training program.